So in 2018, according to the Virginia Department of Motor Vehicles, there are about 819 overall fatalities due to motor vehicle crashes in Virginia. Out of those, nearly a third of those killed, 262 people, were killed by drunk drivers. So perhaps you or a loved one or someone you know has been injured or killed in a car accident caused by a drunk driver. First of all, if that's the case, I'm very sorry this happened to you. Maybe part of you feels like you want to make sure that this person, this idiot that got in a multi-ton automobile and drove down the road and decided to drive while drunk should not just get a slap on the wrist, but ought to be punished so that others will be deterred from drunk driving, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that our legislature and our lawmakers here in Virginia are well aware of this feeling, and they've passed laws that make it easier for you or your loved ones to obtain more damages than usual in a case where the defendant was driving drunk at the time of the accident. Hi, I'm Joe Miller, trial attorney here in Virginia, in North Carolina, workers' compensation attorney as well. And I'm here today to talk about the law on drunk driving, and specifically you'll hear us talk about something called punitive damages in relation to drunk driving in Virginia. So the law says that in certain circumstances, in addition to the regular damages you can prove in a case, such as your medical bills and your lost wages and your pain and suffering, under certain circumstances you're entitled to something called punitive damages, and they can be awarded where the defendant's conduct is so bad that it shows what's called a conscious disregard for the rights of others. And now this bad conduct is often referred to in the law as willful and wanton conduct. The legislature has come out with statutory laws, with laws that are passed on the books, that entitle the injured person or the estate of the deceased person to a series of presumptions that they would be entitled to if they prove certain things. The bad news, though, is that if you don't really get to these levels of these presumptions that we're going to talk about in just a minute, then you're probably not going to have a punitive damages claim. Why? Because generally the law in Virginia does not favor the award of punitive damages at all. The Supreme Court doesn't like to grant them. So if you don't get to the level of these presumptions, you're probably not going to get punitive damages. So what kind of presumptions are we talking about? The first one is that there's a presumption that's available if you can prove that at the time of the accident, the drunk defendant, had a blood alcohol level of 0.15 blood alcohol concentration, or BAC, or above. Along with that, you have to prove that the fact that the person was drunk at the time of the accident was a proximate cause of the accident. There has to be what's called a certificate of analysis, which has to be valid and appropriate in order to prove the blood alcohol level, just like in a criminal case. Now, many of you already probably know the legal limit in Virginia is less than 0.15. It's actually 0.08. So why are they cranking this up all the way that you got to prove 0.15 BAC? That's because generally, as I said a minute ago, in Virginia, the law doesn't favor punitive damages. And so they're going to make it a little harder for you in order to get that presumption for you. Once you prove that 0.15 BAC level, you shouldn't have a problem. Because it's also presumed, once you get to 0.15, that basically this person knew what the heck they were doing. In other words, they knew that being this drunk when you get behind the wheel of a motor vehicle is dangerous, and that they're impaired. So in other words, by definition, they are engaging in willful and wanton conduct. All right? And by the way, this also applies to somebody not just operating a car, but it also applies to somebody operating a motorcycle or a locomotive, a train. Now, what if you're just shy of that amount? Let's say you have a case and you're able to prove that the defendant got to the level of a 0.13 or 0.14 BAC from the blood work. Okay? Does that mean you don't have a punitive damages claim? Not necessarily, and here's why. Remember that the actual standard is we want to know what the blood alcohol concentration was at the time of the collision. Usually, when the blood is taken, by the time you get the person arrested, down to the police station, you've done all the sobriety tests, when you have them walk on the line and all that kind of stuff, right? It's been at least an hour or two after the accident. And what that means is that if you can get a toxicologist, and there are many of them that I'm aware of and many attorneys know about, you get a toxicologist involved in the claim, they can testify that yes, given the amount of time that's passed since the accident, given the weight of the person, et cetera, all these different factors that they bring in, it is very likely, it is more likely than not that at the time of the accident, this person's blood alcohol level exceeded the 0.15 threshold that you have to meet to get the punitive damages. I mentioned that there were a couple of presumptions that you might be entitled to if you can prove them in Virginia. So what's the second one? The second one is the presumption that if you can prove the defendant unreasonably refused to take either the breath test or the blood test, and in other words, they refused to submit to it, and you can prove through other means that they were drunk at the time of the collision, you got a really good shot there at proving punitive damages as well. So how much money are we talking about here, by the way? I mean, if you were saying that it's more money, how much more can you get beyond the regular damages? In Virginia, right now, we're at the end of 2019 is when I'm doing this video. The current cap on punitive damages is $350,000. So again, that's in addition to whatever else you can prove in your claim. Does that mean you're going to get the $350,000 extra? Not necessarily. It really depends on a lot of factors. Now, remember that even though the damages from a car accident or drunk driving accident, whether you can prove punitive damages, what have you, no matter how big they are, you're always going to be limited by the insurance coverage that's available in the claim. So the minimum coverage in Virginia is $25,000 for motor vehicles. $25,000. So if your coverage does not exceed that amount on your uninsured motorist coverage, you're not going to get more than $25,000. Okay? It's an unfortunate reality. So what I always tell people is please try to buy, if you can afford it, look at your policy, and if it says minimum and you can afford it, please crank it up as much as you possibly can. Now, any of you that know me know that there's no love lost between me and the insurance companies. I go up against them every day. But that being said, it really is in your interest to crank up your coverage, both, God forbid, if you hit somebody, or also if you are injured by somebody or hit by a drunk driver who has little or no coverage, okay, you're going to be protected if you buy uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage in the highest amount you can possibly afford. I've been practicing law for over 30 years in Virginia. I've done a lot of these cases. If you or a loved one has been hurt by a drunk driver, or if someone close to you has been killed by a drunk driver, we can help you as well there. I thank you for watching. God bless. Joe Miller out.